Good morning.
Haha. I nailed it. I think.
We're here. Again. We came back.
We're gonna try it again.
Yeah. My music's not going.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Alright. The music's back.
How's everyone doing? Is it 8 a.m. for anyone else?
Because it sure is here.
Yep.
I was going to turn on that light there, but this white screen actually lights us up pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's working just fine. I do have a new hair.
Let's see who's here. We had 15 and then it dropped as soon as everybody saw our faces. So
wow, that's amazing. You're right. We had 15, then we went live. Now we have 7. Rude.
It was like a weird combination of the last 2 versions of the show where it's all the morning graphics, but we're in the set from.
They were just here for the nostalgia. They weren't here for us. They were like, they were sitting and then they saw the graphic and were like, wow, and then they clicked off. Which, you know what? Mood. I can't.
I did remember to set this one to like ultra low latency or whatever, so hopefully it's we're like in real time talking to you guys. So hi, good morning. Alpha Light says there's audio and there's video. Wandering Wiggly is here, so is Jordan Smalls the Kobold, Fire Kirby, GB, Drayon, Krell, the Guppy Master. Hey, that's cool.
Alpha Light. You missed Alpha Light.
I said Alpha Light first.
Oh. Fire Kirby, I think, is actually here for maybe.
He said it's 7 where he is. It's too early for us.
What y'all doing? Less of that.
Alpha Light says 2.6 seconds live latency. It's like I'm in your house. And no buzz. That's because we have a good old USB snowball microphone instead of trying to do some ridiculous bullcrap like plug a mic into a camera. Remember those days? Remember the days of trying to use?
I like those days. I thought it was pretty.
The DSLR and figure out how to sync the goddamn audio up.
I missed that. I thought those were really nice looking streams.
That's because you didn't have to resync the audio at the end of every single recording.
You're
That's why you
absolutely
missed
right.
those.
That's 100%. Look, it's autumn. Mildly chiming in. The room is full of stuff because we're switching everything around again because we have mental illness.
Well, so we never finished moving in 100%.
We're also
we first
completely changing around multiple rooms.
Well, we're moving. Yeah, it's a weird space. We're still finding the space. We moved in here a year ago, and we kind of decorated, but there was a bunch of stuff in the closets, and then we switched 2 of the rooms, but didn't switch the decorations, so there was like stuff just like behind furniture because I didn't take anything off the walls and we moved the furniture around.
True.
So I'm finally doing the last bit of like taking everything down and moving stuff, like organizing the closets and stuff. So yeah, we got crap everywhere.
Oh, no one's seen your beard yet.
Yeah, Allison asked. I'm literally shaving it today. Once a year, I have to do an experiment to see how much hair I can grow on my face this time. Autumn asked if it's a depression beard. It isn't not. But also, I do try to test it. I just, out of curiosity, I have to see if I'm more of an adult once a year. And this is the most beard I've ever been able to pull off.
Amazing.
So there it is. Allison requested that I show you guys before I remove it.
I just thought, well, it's been like 2 months of growing it out.
Yeah.
So I thought you guys deserve to see it. It'll go away.
Maybe one day, maybe 1 year.
Jordan says it's awful.
Thanks, Jordan.
It looks much worse on here than it does in person, actually. But yeah,
it does look a little bit better in person than it tends to on camera. It just disappears most of the time. It just looks like a shadow.
Well, so this spot that doesn't look like there's facial hair is actually just blonde.
Right. I
like
have
super blonde.
It's there are patches of blonde and patches of no hair, and it's impossible to tell the difference from a distance. So.
True. I think you should shave all of it and keep the mustache.
That is coming back into style now, just like her predicted.
Yeah. Here, if we
Eddie and Gus have mustaches.
That'll look great.
Yeah.
I think you should try it. I have the buzz in my brain. Y'all don't hear that?
From getting up too early.
I don't know what the fuck that is. It's actually, so my brother took a whole week off for his birthday. Every single day of that week, we ate out.
Yeah,
and then
we
before
feel like trash.
that week happened, we also ate out every day of that week. And then before that week happened, we also ate out every day of that week. So it's been 3 weeks of eating, like, restaurant food. And I feel like shit. I feel like shit.
Yeah. It's been...
I put on like 7 pounds.
No. It's been a gross feeling few weeks.
Yeah, we feel disgusting. I've felt perpetually gross. Like that I just sweat olive oil or something. It's been truly horrendous. So that changes to Da. And then I guess we'll see what happens for your birthday.
Right. It is going to be my birthday in a couple weeks.
How about salads?
Yeah. Birthday salads.
Birthday salads. My guy. Phoenix Rising is here.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm here with treats that I brought from my local shop.
So, potentially fun thing if I can figure out how to, like, make it into an entertaining video. One of the things Thomas did for his birthday is, I think I may have mentioned it on this show before. Who knows what I've mentioned on this? Like, you ever... Sorry, quick tangent from my tangent. You ever hear people doing podcasts and stuff talk about, like, oh, I don't remember what I said on this podcast before. That could come back to bite me real easy at some point. Like,
no,
it's a regular thing where people are like, I just listen to a lot of podcasts, but most people don't go back and re-listen to their own podcasts. So they're like, yeah, I don't remember what I said exactly on the old podcasts.
Right.
I don't remember the last year, just period. So I definitely don't remember what we did on these shows.
Oh yeah, no, I have no idea.
So if I guess my main point is, if I repeat myself, I apologize. I genuinely cannot remember what we've talked about on the show before. But anyway, we had this idea once where after playing Half-Life Alyx, I was like, man, it'd be crazy if somebody played through the entire game in one sitting, because it takes place over the course of a day. I'm not going to do it, because I'm a baby, and I've already played it, and it wouldn't work on me the same way, except that it probably wouldn't. I'd be terrified and I don't want to do it. But I mentioned this to Thomas, and he was like, that sounds great. I want to do it for my birthday.
True. That's classic Thomas shit.
So we did.
We
spent a day with Thomas trying to finish the entire game of Half-Life Alyx. And I won't spoil all the details, but I will say that he spent 14 straight hours in VR without seeing the real world for 14 hours.
That's true. He did spend... Yeah. He spent a day's worth of time in VR without breaks.
A crazy person.
He did alright.
And we recorded a lot of it. Like, I got a bunch of footage, so I'm thinking about maybe putting together a little video on the Dormaster Studio channel about it.
No, I'm pretty sure that'll go on the Anti-Establishment Cause.
You think that'd be better on there?
Yeah.
One of them. It'll go somewhere.
It'll go in the vlog, probably. Phoenix Rising says you talked about superhero tropes, foreign food, and feminism. That actually sounds exactly correct.
Yeah.
I don't think we talked about anything else. Phoenix Rising says 14 hours of VR. That sounds bad, probably. Yeah, probably. He wasn't super vocal about everything he was going through, but
I don't know how he
did have a bad... He didn't say headache.
Or else my eyes would be so sore I can barely go 2 hours. Yeah, but I mean, if you guys watched me doing Half-Life, I only did 2 hours every once a week. And that was too much for me. Not even because of the VR, but just because of the game.
He did drink water and go to the bathroom, but to go to the bathroom, he blindfolded himself and put on noise-canceling headphones to stay in the
And he only did it twice the entire day, somehow.
Because he wasn't drinking that much.
Because he wasn't drinking.
He didn't eat anything.
Yeah.
He specifically... Thomas is such a doer. He specifically got a bunch of bread and left it out overnight so it could become stale, so that it felt more like he was in universe when he was eating food. So he ate stale bread and water while he was going through his post-apocalyptic zombie VR simulation. and then peed in the dark with noise-canceling headphones.
I don't know if you guys have The Office memorized like we do, but there's this one bit during the Office Olympics episode where Jim is being described as having all these amazing ideas and being able to like jump in and like just go real hard on any idea he has, but because he works at the office, that almost never happens. And it's a perfect description of Thomas.
Yeah. When Thomas is in his zone, he's in the zone, and it's great to see.
Jordan says, "Why not just eat a can of beans?" And we stopped him. That's the only reason.
Yeah, he was gonna do that. That was gonna gross me out, so he didn't do it. It was gonna.
But he was on the same wavelength as you for sure.
Yeah. Since we talked, though, I discovered that I have something called sensory issues. Since we talked to chat last.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess that.
I only just noticed that that's something that was even a thing. And so I get, like, there's so many foods that, like, disgust me to my deepest core, and beans is, like, top of the list.
So you don't like the feeling of it in your mouth?
Just saying pretty that much. Almost made me, like...
I just noticed that my beard looks less bad if I turn my head this way.
No.
Just a little bit.
Mm-mm.
Just a tiny bit.
Mm.
No?
No.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
It's at least more visible.
Well, it's because this side is shaded, because the light's coming from over there. But no.
Okay, fine.
Well, it's not doing what a beard... You know, beards go, like, up.
Not always.
Not yours.
Not if you're Amish.
Not... Well... Do you get some Amish in you?
I don't know. Who knows?
We went over our ancestry stuff on here, though, right? That was long enough ago.
I think so. We got our... You got your DNA results or whatever.
Victoria says whoever invented beans deserves to eat nothing but beans themselves.
I don't know. Nobody invented beans. They grow, guys.
Someone decided to put them in a can.
It's a legume. It's a plant. They're natural.
Why not water-flavored MREs? He would have had to do too much work. He wasn't allowed to see anything other than...
Yeah, he couldn't actually see what he was looking at, so it had to be something he could just, like, mess with his hands.
Victoria's with me on the beans thing.
His Amish ethnicity. No.
Sure.
But functionally may as well be. I feel like it's a culture. It's just a... It's a culture, but like it's an ethnically centered culture, isn't it? I don't know where it comes from, but like it was a specific group that moved from Europe, settled, and then stayed in a bubble forever. That was sort of the idea.
That's Puritans, right?
There's some crossover. I don't know. I'm not actually 100% sure.
Amish.
They're in Pennsylvania somewhere.
Are Amish not associated with Jewish?
Aren't they like Dutch or something?
Oh fuck.
I thought Amish were Dutch people.
I'm not imagining Amish people at all. I'm imagining, like, Hasidic Jewish people.
Oh, it's a different thing entirely.
100% a different thing. 100%. I've never seen an Amish person, that's why.
Weird Al song will get you
the curls. That's not Amish?
No,
sideburn curls?
There might be some crossover with the Jewish religion and Amish, like, living. I don't know, honestly.
The Amish are Dutch. Someone was gonna know the answer.
I do think a significant portion of them, at least. There might be, like, sects or something, but there's, like, the Pennsylvania Dutch is another term for the
actually,
Amish
yeah.
group
Now that I think about the one time, honestly, I've also never seen an Amish person. Oh, they're just in the U.S.
Yeah, it's just a U.S. thing. It is a specific group of immigrants from a country in Europe. I think.
Okay.
Why can I never? My brain does such a bad job of remembering where Dutch people are from. I can't think of the
Holland?
Holland. Is it Holland?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Holland is the big part, and then it gets...
Anyway, yeah, so does that group that came from Europe to America,
Deutschland.
that is the...
Wait, Deutschland is...
That's
the name of Germany? Fuck.
Netherlands. That was the word I was looking for, thank you.
The Netherlands.
I didn't think Allison was right, but...
But Holland is in the Netherlands.
I don't think it... What?
Actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, I have no idea what Holland is.
Welcome back to Two Dumb Americans Talk About the Rest of the World.
Hell yeah. Victoria just says no, and I don't know what it's about, but I couldn't help.
You saying Holland.
Oh, I couldn't help it, yeah.
Holland is a state in the Netherlands. You were right about that.
Well, yeah, where else would it be?
I don't know.
If you had to guess where Holland was, where would you guess?
I don't know. I know the name, but I don't know what it refers to.
It's where all of the holidays start. Hollandaise.
That's a different thing.
But is it a thing?
That's a condiment.
Holland. Yo. The world is too much for me right now. What is it? 8:15? Hasn't been. It's not an hour yet.
Emma Weagle says I've missed you guys.
We've missed y'all. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
I never exactly know what people are exclaiming against, but I know it's always me, and they're always right. Jordan just says, "Jesus Christ," and he's either praying or exclaiming it.
Hey, guess what I haven't done since the last time we streamed?
What's that?
Put any thumbnails on the old videos that we recorded.
You're a mess. Calling Netherlands Holland is like calling Canada Alberta.
Oh, sure. Okay, that makes sense.
Assuming Alberta's a place in Canada.
It is. It's a province in Canada. Come on, it's at least on our continent.
What the fuck? I'm supposed to know Canada now?
At least some of it. We've been looking at it to move there. I figured you would have picked up something.
Victoria, Quebec.
Those
Toronto.
are other ones. Yep, but that's a city.
Alright, well damn. Adam says, sometimes I feel jealous of Allison. Imagine learning so much like all the time like that, and the world just seems like a constantly surprising and wondrous place. Honestly, that's a good point. I'm gonna be more thankful now. I do love learning things. I never like remembering them. If I just choose to forget it almost immediately, it's like Christmas every day as I learn it again a week later. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun telling you things for that reason.
Jordan says, Jesus fucking Christ, you're the same distance from Canada as I am from the other side of my state.
I was looking at that, and I don't know what he means, because we live in the center of Texas. So...
That's very close to Canada when you think...
Even if he's in Alaska, I don't think that's true.
The entire population of Finland could be fake. You can't just say things like that. You can't... well, I can't prove that Egypt exists, so I have no evidence.
Because you haven't been there.
I've not been there.
So this was legitimately one of the... This was like a driving force behind me wanting to travel. And it was really hard to vocalize to people and explain to them. Everybody thought I was weird. You were the first person that was like, I totally get what you're saying when I brought this up. Yeah. But I was like, I don't know for sure, for 100% sure, that places outside of Austin, Texas exist. Like, I know they do, because... Like I'm 99.9% sure because I've seen footage of them. People tell me it would be an elaborate, like, lie. Yeah. I'm just saying that, like, I could be getting Truman Showed, and I wouldn't know, because I've never left this little stupid circle. So I just want to go stand on a different continent.
I think we talked about this phenomenon on the show before, but yeah, like...
That was, like, a big part of being in England, was just, like, I'm standing on different land. Like, occasionally I would just, like, register in my brain that I was standing on a different chunk of land for the first time in my entire life. And it was amazing.
Just wait till we go to Africa, and you're just driving through a city with skyscrapers, and then you sort of, like, you know, put along in your bus into a completely different area where now zebras. It's just zebras, but also city. And also not city. It's good. It's, the world is crazy, bruh. Most things are nothing like Austin, Texas.
Autumn said Kyle's a manic pixie dream boy, and I don't know what the context was, but he might be right.
Kyle is a manic pixie dream boy. Yeah. That makes perfect sense. Wow. God.
Alpharlight says, I can confirm Egypt exists, and Kyle can confirm I exist, so therefore Egypt exists. Interesting.
Actually, yeah. I think that checks out. What's Egypt like? Someone explain to me Egypt in 4 words.
It looks kind of awful.
Well, okay. Yeah. I feel like I've got a good idea now.
Sorry, Egypt.
There's no way Egypt looks awful.
All the pictures I see of it are just like dusty, air-polluted photos of a giant city with pyramids kind of stuck in the middle of it.
Okay, so New York, but pyramids.
Even New York at least looks kind of shiny from a distance.
No.
This place just looks, I don't know, like
Is
like
shiny better than
it's just,
pyramids?
But the pyramids don't look like...
It won't do it justice to look
They don't look like they can breathe, you know? Like, the pyramids look like they're being choked out by the air in the buildings.
Well, no one's really talking Egypt up, if I'm being honest.
The Amish/Pennsylvania Dutch are from Germany. Oh, right. I should know that from my memorization of The Office.
Lash just says Egypt always ranks high on, hey Reddit, what places are terrible to visit?
That makes sense.
Autumn says, I just want to travel because, like, we can never know if other places are real, you know? I just want to see every country on Earth one day. Picture that line with wistful guitar and warm visuals.
Yes, exactly.
Aww. Dye your hair
Agreed.
pink. I've been trying to get Kyle to dye his hair since I've met him.
Telling me to dye my hair pink?
Me.
Oh.
For the pixie.
Oh.
For the manic pixie.
Oh, okay.
Or blue. Green. Green is ultra manic pixie. Like top tier manic pixie.
Super cute boy asked what is airbending on my shirt. This is my Airbending University Air Nomads t-shirt.
I actually thought you said super cute boy.
It's from Avatar. In case you don't know that.
I don't even think you should have specified.
This is my leftover T-Fury shirt. I don't know if anybody remembers T-Fury from back in the day.
What is a T-Fury?
It's a website that would put up a new shirt every day, but you could only buy it that day.
Oh, fuck, that's awesome!
And they were good shirts, too. This has lasted me for years.
Kyle, how do we get you to dye your hair pink?
I don't know. I don't want to.
You got me and 30 people that are gonna do something to convince you to dye your hair pink. What do we...
I don't want to. I'm working on growing my hair out. That's my current hair experiment.
You can dye it pink and grow it out.
I don't want to do both. I'm not going to want to grow it out if it's...
Pink?
If it's all dead and pink.
Alright.
Finally feels good for the first time. I don't want it to get all crunchy.
My hair is stuck to the side of my head this morning. Normally there's volume, y'all.
Dr. Eternity said, do it for breast cancer.
Okay. I'm 90% sure I've told Chad about, like, my breast cancer, like, awareness, distaste.
Probably, but do it anyway. It's what they're here for.
For repeating ourselves. Kyle should dress up as someone during...
Hey. You were not invited.
Kyle should dress up as someone dressing up as you for Halloween one time. Actually, one of my brilliant ideas that we never got to accomplish was all the Door Monster people pick someone to dress up as for Halloween.
Tell them
shame.
You're bad.
Shame.
For climbing on a person without being invited.
Shame.
What are we doing?
Oh, yeah, he might actually be as far from Canada as we are while still being in Canada.
Wait, what? You got sent evidence?
I think so.
Where is he?
Yeah, down there.
Well, I don't know what that is. That's not in the U.S.
Below... No, it's in Canada. That's what he's saying.
He's in Canada and is far away from Canada?
He's as far... Oh, no, sorry, it's Australia. Sometimes things are too... Like... They're too perfectly awful, you know? They're so perfectly awful that they're almost just great. That's me. Oh, right, the breast cancer thing. So I had cancer, and no one knew what my cancer was. But every single fucking year, every company in the world, and every website in the world, and every YouTuber in the world, and anyone who had any platform was like, we're raising money for breast cancer awareness. And I'm like, hey, people are fucking aware of breast cancer. They're aware. You did it. You did it. Really good job. Everyone knows what breast cancer is. Fantastic. It's one of the most funded, cancer research projects out there. Everyone knows what it is. Everyone knows how serious it is. Women everywhere know about breast cancer. The end. That just drove me nuts. I had a different type of cancer. No one ever raised money for my cancer. No one ever knew what the fuck it was. I didn't get a colored ribbon I could put on the back of my car, but I didn't have breast cancer, so it wasn't going to be a pink one.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the whole rant. It's just like, you know, you never think about it until you don't have breast cancer, but you have a different cancer that you're like, damn, where's my cancer attention awareness?
Cancer does get usually, like, lumped together, but I saw a post recently responding to...
Sorry, Oranberry just says people like titties better than they like other body parts. And maybe that's it, though. That's really, it's hard to, like, argue with, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
like, breast cancer has a lot more, like, visuals that could go along with it than blood cancer.
Yeah, it's true. This Halloween, we would like you to remember all the people that have leukemia.
Phoenix Rising says Karen Allison is the funniest Karen. I have Karen energy, but we need to call it something else. There needs to be like nega Karens that exist, right? Like Karen.
Yeah, if we're applying Karen to just women who are angry, then it's already been ruined.
No, but I have Karen energy at Karens and other things.
You're like the Dexter for Karens. You're the Punisher.
Karen with a cause.
The Karen Punisher.
Now, guys, here's a fun thought experiment. What is a name that is the opposite of Karen? Does butt cancer exist? Absolutely it does. Yeah. But you had to ask, because they didn't give it awareness like they did breast cancer. Fire Kirby over here on my side says, not to mention donations to any awareness period is really deceptive because they're just paying into future campaigns, not actual treatment. That's true. Very little of it often goes to the actual treatment. Guys, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean Karen backwards. That's not... that's not... You didn't do the thought experiment in a fun way. Narak. Which reminds me that my name backwards is Nasilla. Or Nasilla. Which are all bad, and it makes me mad.
That's not the worst.
Nasilla.
Nasilla doesn't sound too bad.
I guess it could be
over here is
Alec. I guess. Are you Alec? I kind of like that. Yeah, Nasilla is probably how it would be because my name is Allison instead of like Allison. It sounded a little strange. Anyway, guys, no, the opposite of Karen is not Karen backwards. It's got to be a name that has Karen energy on the opposing side. Like, God, what's the opposite of Karen? Like, think of the edgiest 14-year-old emo girl name. You know, that's got to be the opposite of Karen, right? Maybe people just don't think in spectrums like I do. Like my spectrums, which are probably extremely upsetting.
Alright, we need a topic. I'm drifting.
No, what is the opposite of Rachel? Stacy, Chris. Guys, these are all blonde girls. Autumn. We're banning.
I'm just saying, on playback, this isn't going to be super interesting. We're just staring at chat.
Ebony Dimension Raven Way. Is that one name or 4 names?
I hope it's one person's name.
Carol. Raylan Alice. Guys, Victoria is pretty good, actually. As an opposite to Karen. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, we can pick a different conversation. I'm genuinely interested in this.
I feel like this conversation only ends in another generalization of women, though. So I'm not sure that's actually beneficial to anything.
I mean, you're right. Fine. Do something else. Talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I don't know. That did remind me, though, that it was great that there was, like, remember there was briefly, I don't think it's caught on, but there was briefly on TikTok, people were trying to make some new word just to replace the word basic when describing women.
Vicky is perfect.
It wasn't a name, it was some word. I don't even remember what it was. TikTokers were trying to create a new word to describe a person.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember this?
Stop.
Do you remember what the word was?
To describe a person?
Yeah. Specifically women that liked a certain category of things. It was some new word they had come up with that they were using to describe people.
Okay, but what was the things? What is the category of things?
It was just basic stuff. Like, it was just another way of saying, like, basic bitch, but they had to come up with a new word because they weren't satisfied with the current way to...
There's Emily's and Sarah's now.
It wasn't a person's name.
Oh. Okay.
It was some weird, stupid... I wish I could remember what it was, because it's making it hard to talk about.
Yeah.
But it was just like it was a made up adjective that they were using, like a visco thing, or like, I don't know where it came from. I don't have any idea. It was just it was a new thing trying to be pushed that you and I were rolling our eyes at for a while. And then like one guy made a TikTok that kicked off that was just like, hey, can we stop?
True.
Can we stop doing this? Like, we have enough of these terms to like label and categorize and hate on women for liking things. Can we just turn this one off? And it was great because I stopped hearing about it after that.
I agree. I do agree. We've gone on the Karen
I kind of remember. It was like chuggy or something.
Oh, chuggy.
It was such a weird, stupid sounding word.
Chuggy is like to describe like older millennial tastes.
And they were like trying to make it a thing. And I just don't think it worked. I think people just weren't having it, which is great.
Okay, Fire Kirby came in with some actual thought on this. Thank you.
What's that?
With the opposite of Karen. Going with the super complicated Karen thing. Karen starts with K, which is the 11th letter in the alphabet. So adding 13 gets the opposite letter, which is X. So it'd be something like Xena or Zyla. Perfection.
Yeah.
Anyway, you did that right, but I think Vicky is the correct answer for Karen energy on the other side. What do you think?
I can see that. I can see that working out.
Yeah, Vicky sounds correct to me. Yeah, the problem with Xena and Zyla is they're much too nice. They're too nice of names. Like, anyway, yeah, Chugi. Chugi is older millennial girl taste. It's like I don't know.
It just sounds awful, and it was just a bunch of like dude bros trying to like say it in their videos to like describe the women, and it just had vibes of like Pierce from Community trying to say streets ahead and trying to make other people say it.
Yeah.
It was just super cringy.
I do agree with the idea that we should stop calling women names to hate them, but the problem is Karen targets a perfect group of people who need to be targeted and explained, but just if we didn't have to like feminize bad behavior, it would be great. Like,
yeah,
you know,
you put it correctly.
Yeah, so like another name for Karen would be fantastic, but that's all that they did. So now we just eradicate the name Karen and no longer associate it with women, and that's the only way to deal with it. Rip every Karen that ever existed.
Right.
No one's naming their kids Karen now, though, right? Like, no one did that.
I mean, not right now.
I don't know why anybody did it in the first place. Who looks at a 2-year-old and is like, that's a Karen?
Karen? I mean, I don't know. It was a perfectly fine sounding name.
No, not to me.
You don't think so?
No. Karen?
Yeah. That was fine. I mean,
it's kind of it's like a Carol, which again isn't a toddler's name.
It is. I don't know if I have those specifically, but
like a 4-year-old named Dave.
But there are definitely names where I'm like, how do you name your child that name? Right?
Yeah.
I wish I could come up with it, but like there's like how do you name a child Craig? Right?
Yeah.
That's a 40-year-old man at an office.
Craig.
How do you look at a baby and go, you're Craig? That's your name.
I've only met one Craig, and I really liked him. He was a lot older.
Yeah, they're perfectly fine. They're just not infants, you know? Like, they don't...
Yeah.
Or didn't we have this conversation at some point where, like, I don't remember what our names were, but it was specifically, like, Connors disappeared after age 10.
This is true.
And then a different one, like something like Craig or a different name.
Almost
there
definitely.
aren't child versions.
Right.
So it's clearly like a Pokemon evolution.
No one knows a 40-year-old named Connor.
Right. Connors evolved into Craigs or something like that.
That's the only way it could go. Autumn says, I think it's okay to gender bad behavior when it's applicable, like fuckboys. Yeah, hard
That's
to argue.
true. So, well, I mean, this always eventually comes back down to the whole power dynamic thing.
Punching up, punching down.
Right, yeah.
But Karens are like...
But they're usually the ones in power too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just that because they're women, the name just starts being used to be like... assholes are just like, hey, a woman who's expressing any opinion at all, and now I have a word to shame that person.
Yeah, because here's the problem.
It's not that it isn't accurate.
We gave fuckboys the word Karen. And now just give it to everyone.
I don't know what the solution is to that problem, because like you said, it is a group of people that should have a name, because they're a problem, and it would be great to refer to them.
Anyway, Victoria asked if we thought Vicky was a terrible name.
I don't know. I grew up on Fairly Odd Parents, so it kind of discolored the name to a degree.
That's true.
I don't know if it's actually a problematic name or if it was just given to that character.
Victoria says the solution is war between fuckboys and Karens. And what I wouldn't pay, dude. What I would not pay.
Krell said that sentence would have been incomprehensible a few years ago.
It's amazing how the times change.
Yeah.
No, I actually don't like any abbreviated name. There's almost no names that I like the abbreviated IE version of. Vicky, Allie. I like Ellie a little. But like any pretty name that is then shortened to a E, I almost don't ever like. I think because it's almost not even taste. It's almost just like my own personal experiences of growing up and people going, "Can I call you Allie?" And I'm like, "Do I look like an Allie?" And they were like, "Well, I just like the name better." And I'm like, "Fuck you." I'm 10. Ricky is better than Richard.
Ricky exists in my, like, the name Ricky feels like it
Ricky's
exists in its own.
But Ricky's not an IE abbreviation. I guess the Vicky wasn't either. But in my mind it would be. I don't know why.
I guess, yeah, I don't know. In my head, Vicky is with, like, an I or something. Ricky feels like it became its own name and sort of transcended, like, a shortening. True. Like, most people don't remember that Ricky is short for Richard, you know?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Bob and Robert at this point. Like, there's enough of a differentiation that, like, you don't really think about it being the same name. It sort of took off on its own.
Wait, I'm so confused by this. So Victoria says, well, Vicky is still way better than Vic, which is also Victor, so I don't want to be that. And Tori, which is too political? Tori? I've only ever liked every Tori I've met, actually. But also political?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where would you be from that Tori's political? I'm just curious. Also, you're right, Vic is a boy name, but I also went by Al my whole life because I was a tomboy, and so I thought Al made more sense, which is why when people were like, "Can I call you Allie?" And I'd point at, like, my cargo pants and giant oversized t-shirt with flames and dragons on it, and I'm like,
I already have a nickname, and it's shorter. Tori is a British conservative.
Oh, fuck.
It's a party. It's a Tory party.
Oh, bummer.
Man. Wild being in a place with multiple political parties.
My brother Thomas called the far right in America hard R Republicans.
Hadn't heard that.
I'm never getting over that one.
It's good.
That's amazing. Because my mom was like, "There aren't Nazis," and we're like, "Ma." People literally fly Nazi flags in the South, like. Phoenix Rising says, "Can I call you Allie?" Allison then proceeds to beat the shit out of the poor fools. It was one of the first things, like, I wasn't actually very good at standing up for myself for a really long time, believe it or not. And people would call me Allie, and it was the one time where I'm like, I have to set a boundary. Because I let one person who was
That's
really
true.
nice, they were like, "Can I call you Allie?" And I was like, okay. And then they called me Allie, and then everyone called me Allie, and I was like, this is what happens when you say yes to things you don't want.
Yep. True.
Hard R Republicans. Come on, that's just funny. I have not heard of Vika before. That's pretty. Actually, I think I like all V names. Maybe. Except Victor. The other one.
Well, we got 20 minutes.
Bro, we didn't even talk about anything.
I know.
We talked about absolutely nothing. It's really, it's hard being awake again.
What did we used to do? We had the Ask Reddit thing. Not Ask Reddit. We had, like, headlines that we would bring up.
Today I learned, actually I did learn something today.
Oh, did you?
In Today I Learned, I think.
We also used to have snacks, but we are...
I don't want to eat ever again.
Significantly poorer than we were last time we did this show.
Oh, you
so
know,
we can't
I had a question.
Boxes.
My question was, which celebrity disappointed you the most? And I don't mean like which one sucks the most. I mean like which one did you have hopes
high expectations
for,
and then they sucked?
And they failed. And at top of the list is actually Maroon 5 for me.
Maroon 5 or Adam Levine?
Maroon 5.
Okay.
Mostly Adam Levine, but Maroon 5 also, because they had the opportunity at the Super Bowl and they didn't take it. Like, to be so out of touch and uncool that you didn't take your Super Bowl opportunity.
That's a good one.
Like, honestly, I don't think I'm ever... You guys all forgave them? Not me. I'm a real one. I'll hold them accountable till I'm dead. Just take that. Still mad about it. Oh, Jim Carrey being really creepy to some girl. It was Emma Stone, and it was awful.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That sucks. When Allison and Kyle come down here. Do you mean Australia? Because no.
It's gonna be a while.
Bruh. Global warming.
What?
Global warming.
I don't know what that's happening everywhere.
Yeah, but Australia's hot.
It's hot here.
I think Australia's hotter.
You just go when it's not. Their winter is inverted from ours. It's even we can just go there during the hot parts of our year.
See you soon. Wait, Queensland is on the coast, right?
I'm trying to think of a celebrity. Everything livable is on the coast. I was gonna say in Australia, but pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with Australia. It's like if it's too far that way, it's gonna kill you. If it's too far that way, it's gonna kill you. Like the water's deadly, but also the land is deadly, and also the sky is deadly.
I'm trying to think of a celebrity that like.
J.K. Rowling. Rip.
That's a
That's a
I
big
understand
one.
that one. There's lots of ones that I can empathize with, but I didn't. I guess I wasn't really like plugged into any particular celebrity figure or celebrity culture at any point. I've heard that Neil Patrick Harris kind of sucks.
Bummer.
That one was a bummer.
That does suck. You know what? The reason I asked this question was because I saw a post on Today I Learned about Chuck Norris, which I didn't even read it. But I first thought it was like,
there's no way Chuck Norris is an okay person.
But he could have been so much cooler. Like, with the memes. You know,
yeah,
like, any celebrity that doesn't
right?
play into the memes when they're right there.
Rick Astley leaned hard into it, exactly the right amount, and everyone still loves him for it.
Like, you're fucking famous, and if you're so out of touch that you can't even, like, give us, like, the meme content we want from you...
Yeah.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Like, even Chuck Norris's meme is cool.
I know mine.
It's just being a badass, and he still did nothing.
That's true.
Think of the cameos he turned. I know people were asking
Chuck Norris could have ridden the rest of his life off of those memes
100%.
if he had played into it.
100%. He didn't do it till, like, way too late, too. He was like, oh, fuck, I'm irrelevant. Might as well karate chop something in an AT&T commercial or whatever.
Lash just said same for Kevin Sorbo. I don't know anything about Kevin Sorbo except that he's an asshole on Twitter.
What's a Kevin Sorbo?
I don't know what he was before that.
What's a Kevin Sorbo?
He's an actor, I think, that is like deeply offensively Republican and trying to bother everybody on Twitter at all times.
Ew.
Great and Terrible asked what Neil Patrick Harris did. I haven't heard of... He didn't like do anything disgusting or horrible. I've just heard he's kind of a douche, like, to be around. He's just apparently kind of insufferable to interact with.
Damn.
Allegedly, but like he's I'm most likely, right? That's just like the default setting.
He only could have played Tarzan or something. Oh, Hercules in the original Hercules.
Okay, I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger was the old Hercules.
Is known for acting in the Christian drama films God's Not Dead.
That's it. He's that guy. Okay. I remember now.
How did this guy disappoint anyone? It sounds like he was always very clear from the beginning.
My answer to this question is Joss Whedon, for sure. That was a plummet from grace right there.
Just take a moment.
My favorite description of that was the world has outgrown the need for Joss Whedon. That was the perfect explanation of what happened.
Chuck Norris and Tim Allen are capital R Republicans.
That's true.
Hard R.
That makes sense.
Hard R Republicans. I think it's hard R and then capital R. If we're making a spectrum,
I think
capital is a little bit under hard R for sure.
Yeah, because Tim Allen's like just the daddiest celebrity, right? Like that dad. Like
he's the one that got caught with all that cocaine.
That makes sense.
I'm pretty sure.
That's not even like a normal thing. Or sorry, that's not even an unusual thing. That like celebrity had cocaine. Duh.
But he got caught. He had so much that he got caught.
like he got like specific. Yeah, okay. If you as a celebrity have so much cocaine that you get in trouble for the cocaine, then that's probably too much cocaine.
I think it was also kind of like a Bill Cosby thing. Like no one was looking at him. Everyone thought he was like the dad of America or whatever, and then they were like, cocaine. But he's such a dad. I don't know. I think Tim Allen has he's got a shady expression. I'm not buying into it. Anyway, that was my question. Because I was inspired by Chuck Norris doing absolutely nothing with his meme stardom potential. That
said, best Tim Allen movie is Galaxy Quest. Because he just plays William Shatner. And so it's the perfect like casting for that part. Sometimes a dad gotta do cocaine.
So here I'm gonna start off by saying I probably agree, but I'm really curious what you mean by
the Victoria's comment.
By the sliding stair thing in Harry Potter being transphobic. I believe you.
Maybe it could just be a joke about
Oh
everything.
my god!
What?
Okay, so I've defended Twilight in the past. I'm willing to take it back. I've defended Twilight books because I didn't think they were written nearly as poorly as people wanted to say they were, and I didn't like it because most of the hatred towards Twilight as it grew, because I read it when it first came out and everyone liked it, and then men caught on and then men hated it, and then women were shamed for liking Twilight when the books were mostly okay. So I've defended it in the past. But I'm learning so much more about Stephenie Meyer, who is apparently like a deeply religious Mormon who wrote the Twilight books.
I didn't know that.
And she gets asked questions like J.K. Rowling does, where she just sort of like retcons explanations into the books now because the fan base is so... Like, how does Edward have... Edward?
Yeah.
Jesus. It's been so long that name is weird again. That's not his name. It is his name, Edward. Wow. Yes. Okay, whatever.
The character's name is Edward.
The handsome main character's name is Edward.
The sparkly vampire is Edward.
Okay, anyway, she gets questions about, like, how he has sex and stuff or whatever because he doesn't have blood in his body.
Okay.
And she answers them. But, like, one of them was, like, how...
Ew. Autumn wrote Eddie Cullen, and I don't like that.
Take it back. Anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is that she was asked something about vampires and what color they would be, and she basically very clearly was like diehard on the fact that there could be no vampires of color. They all had to be white. Every single one of them. Even if they were changed and were originally black, they'd have to be white because they're drained of all of the pigmentation for some reason.
They're drained of blood, but I don't think if you drained blood out of a black person, their skin would change
In the
color.
Sparkly Vampire story, they are. But in the movies, they actually have POC cast.
Yeah.
She fought it. She fought
Fun.
it. She fought it. That... I can't defend you anymore. I can't do it. You know what? Your book is garbage. Ha! I've been radicalized. But the fuckboys can't have me. Y'all were just wrong. Y'all were wrong for your reasoning. You didn't know she was racist. You just hated it because I liked it. So ha.
Right, no, that had nothing to do with anything.
Anyway, I feel like I missed too much. I went on a long tangent somewhere else.
Victoria at one point said the girl's bedroom has a staircase that turns into a slide if a boy tries to go into the girl's bedroom. That was her
I have to think about this further.
Which I assume was just more of like a gender separation, British boarding school kind of thing. Right? Isn't that just how that... Isn't that just how England did?
I would have too, but at this point, like anything J.K. Rowling does in her books, I'm like sus now on.
I do definitely think J.K. Rowling taught us a valuable lesson on separating art from the author, and not letting people keep... You know, we didn't learn from George Lucas. Don't let the creator of something keep touching it after they've released it.
Right. Have them make it. Ask them no questions ever again. You won't like the answers. Eventually they will out themselves and it will suck.
Art isn't supposed to be continuously edited forever. It's supposed to be a one and done. This is the thing. It's made. Move on to the next thing. It's a single expression. If you just... This is a very hot take, and I'm very easily walked back on this, but...
Yeah, if you make a good point, we'll probably bend.
From my own perspective, I definitely feel like I would never want to like spend for I think it's too easy to get hung up on one thing, and I think my favorite art pieces are one where somebody is like, this is how I'm feeling right now, and so I'm releasing this, and then it's out, right? That's sort of like what music and like albums and stuff I think are really good at.
Yeah.
It's like that's why you can like track musicians
through
their lives by like the music they put out and stuff like that.
Right.
But then you have things like
Death
Star
of the
Wars
author.
movies.
Just kill them after it's finished.
Yes, there you go. Make Death of the Author literal. After I finally make Skyvault, someone please murder me.
Okay.
This is not going to work right now. This is not for now.
You know what's funny? They can't tell where my right foot is.
That's true.
Guess where my right foot is. Fun game.
God damn it. We got 10 minutes, so we should just end this early.
If you guessed over here, you would be right.
Okay, that actually looks pretty funny.
Good morning! We're the diehard fans, dude. Do you guys remember if you like the morning show or the evening show better?
Yeah, which one? Are you an okay we're up or an okay we're up late person?
True.
Oh god.
So the camera's not mirrored? I don't...
Oh my god, the Santa hobo is in the mirror.
What are you talking about?
The mirror is revealing that I never sent out the Santa hobo.
What Oh my god. That's spooky dude with the knife? Oh right, I'm not supposed to show my feet online.
Yeah, that's true. You should probably
not without monetizing it. Pay up, bitches. $10 each. You're welcome. Damn. I thought you did send out the hobos.
I didn't send out the Christmas one because I'm terrible and I've been
It's almost Christmas
massively
again.
depressed. I know I was gonna send it out. I wasn't planning on having video evidence that I hadn't sent it out yet.
What about the people that don't have it?
And I was gonna send it to the person that won it.
Who is it?
They don't know. I'm sorry.
You're the celebrity that disappointed me the most.
Sorry.
Wow.
I messed up. I made a mistake.
Oh, Allison, you already owe me $10. All right, then we're even on him. You're welcome. Carl says I can no longer tune in live to the late ones. Well, rip. Autumn changed his whole schedule just to be here, guaranteed. Cancel Kyle. Hey, I don't think we've seen that one. I get that one like regularly.
This is my first time. We are going to be doing, in case we haven't mentioned, we're going to be doing. The plan is to do this stream once a week on Monday mornings, and then on Friday evenings at 7 at the original time. We're going to do the at night version.
Yeah.
We're going to do one of each once a week.
Yeah. Autumn says he's at work. Okay, well, quit your flexing. No one will hire me. I'm unhireable, which hard to disagree with. So, I went too hard.
Keith
I tried
says,
so
but
hard.
it's Tuesday. Shut up, Keith.
Damn
These
it,
are on
Keith.
Mondays.
I forgot it was Tuesday though. What happened to Monday? Oh, we went out to eat, so I
didn't have my computer
forgot
set
that
up.
it was a weekday.
I had to drag my computer back in here from doing VR
Autumn
with
gave me a
Thomas.
place at his job, bro. I'll move. I'll move to England. In your place, right? You got room?
Victoria said I accidentally cut my League of Hobos certificate in half on opening the letter. Discord me your address. I'll send you another one. I have so goddamn many of them.
Victoria is actually incredibly angry at you, and this is all just a plot. Every time they receive a letter, they just rip it in half, and are like, oops.
No, legitimately, please send me your address over Discord directly, and I will send you another hobo certificate. Because I don't want you to just have a ruined one when I have so many other ones I could send you.
Okay, but we didn't get to talk to Chad about this, but did everyone see the conversation with Neil deGrasse Tyson and Ben Shapiro? I won't share any political opinions, but just like... That was the collab we needed all along.
It was the smartest or the dumbest thing anyone's ever done. I'm not really sure. I guess it depends on the goal. If you just wanted attention, it worked.
I just needed y'all to remember that happened, and it's brilliant. It's just so funny. Ignoring literally all boring politics shit aside.
I'm not even a fan.
Just watch someone get fucking roasted for like an hour.
I don't even like Neil deGrasse Tyson, but like you're gonna have the comedy entertainment scientist on your show to argue with you.
Just sometimes people make the worst decision ever, and I love watching it.
Yeah.
Just to have one person talk to Ben Shapiro like a person for the first time ever.
Right.
Like Ben Shapiro out here being like, what do we do about trans people in the bathroom? And Neil deGrasse Tyson's just like, who fucking gives a shit, bro? And I was like, thank you. Like,
yeah.
One person finally talked to Ben Shapiro like Ben Shapiro wasn't a robot politics spouting machine.
OGB's leaving. Bye.
Goodbye.
I do have my Buc-ee's mug.
You've always had the Buc-ee's mug.
People were asking what the Buc-ee's mug was, again.
This is my equivalent, but not Buc-ee's, because I don't like large rodents. Oh, it's smaller!
Yeah.
Damn, Buc-ee's coming in clutch. Anyway, please enjoy that video. Think of me.
Keith says my players are about to get to meet Hobo again in our D&D campaign.
Why don't we ever have the Hobo in our D&D campaign?
I don't know.
Damn. We're really just working our way towards saying bye, but we
Hey, Backdoor's here.
Hey!
Thanks for tuning in. We're kind of drawn to a close, I think.
The beard's going tomorrow. Take it in. Enjoy it. Appreciate it.
Anything else to talk about?
There was barely anything to talk about when we got here.
I was going to say, we don't have to cut off right at 9 this time.
Yes, we do!
Want to, but...
We do!
Okay.
We've made promises. We're here from 8 to
leave.
9.
Okay, fine.
And then we'll do something on
Friday.
Princeps is mad at me. Don't know what I did. Makes sense, though. I agree with whatever criticism you have. And I'll wait to stop talking to them. I'm the reason
this was Alice's idea. I didn't get up. I didn't get up this morning on my own accord.
Where's the PTB?
A PTB.
Paid time bonus. What is the word? What is PTB?
We just didn't say anything
for
the next 2 minutes.
I don't want to.
I
don't want to do that.
Oh, push the button. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, man, it's been too long. All right.
Sorry.
Push that button.
Gannon really wants to go outside.
I'll kick Gannon in the stomach.
No.
Karate chop with my foot.
He has such a sensitive stomach. Do not kick it.
You're right.
No, that wasn't an invitation.
It wasn't. Alright, what's the button?
What is our push the button?
Did we give you guys the button or you give us the button?
I'm working on a video for Surviving Mars by Paradox that's coming out next Tuesday. And it's Matlock. Matlock is in it, so you can look for that.
Fuck
it's
yeah,
cool.
Matlock.
And it's gonna be very heavily CGI. Because
Backdoor says push the button, end the stream, and take Gannon outside. No, not pushing that button. Get out of here.
What if I just pushed the button?
Phoenix Rising says push the button. Allison gets to punch Ben Shapiro, but you have to listen to his bullshit for 1 minute. Deal. I've already done that. I will punch him in return.
Yeah, 1 minute is totally fine for a punch.
I would really probably punch most people. Not because they're bad, but because I have a lot of anger.
Okay, well we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that taken care of. That's a project. Push the button. You get to go to Mars, but only with Elon Musk fans. Absolutely not.
No.
Not worth it.
No. 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 There's nothing appealing about that. What, Mars? No.
And then Orange Man said, people stop using the word Karen, but your name becomes Karen. That's a pretty good one.
I might take the hit.
Yeah?
I might take the hit for that. I might do it. Was the world a better place before we started calling people Karens? No, because then they just went unchecked. You know, I don't know. That's a toughie. What about you? Would you do it? You take the name Karen. Why do I have to make all the sacrifices?
That's a good point. I could be Karen.
We would divorce if your name was Karen, sorry.
Wow, okay. I guess we're leaving. It's 9. Bye, everybody.
Is it 9?
Yeah.
We didn't even get a good push to button. Well, we did. We got plenty.
We got so many. What are you talking about? They were all good. Way to just insult 4 people in one go.
That's not what I meant. I meant we didn't answer them goodly.
Okay.
All right, here. Answer Fire Kirby's, and then we can go.
Okay, push the button. All the things you still need accomplished are instantly done for you, but you instantly fast forward twice the amount of time you would have spent doing those tasks.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Damn, I don't know. That's too existential for me. I genuinely don't know what I would do.
It's just time travel and never having to do anything again.
Here's the thing that I've learned: even if I complete all the tasks, there's more afterwards, and then it doesn't, and it never actually stops. So, instead I'll just go to therapy. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you on Friday.
Bye.
Bye.
It was good.
How do I transition away from this again? I think I click this and then I turn this off. Bye, everybody.